You're fired. Fired. Remember that movie? Was it a movie? A show? I don't know. It was like The Apprentice. I don't know, whatever. Maybe I'm getting the movie and the show confused. But regardless, now look, they're going to candy coat it. They're going to tell you, oh, this was a mutual decision. Maybe it was, but Tyson Fury's father instigated the mutual decision to fire Ben Davis. Therefore, not really a mutual decision. It was kind of, a thing. Oh, whatever you want to call it. But here's the thing, people. I don't like this. Okay, let's take Andy Ruiz and his trainer. When a trainer doesn't, or when a fighter doesn't do their job in a training camp, what do the boxing, pundits, media, fans, what do they all do? They blame the trainer, right? Andy Ruiz, he didn't take it serious. He balloons up and, okay, they need to fire the trainer, get a new trainer. Although, that same trainer got him to the level he's at. Ben Davis been with Tyson Fury 5 years, okay? Now, going back, I want to say Vladimir Klitschko, let's see who else, Deontay Wilder, Tom Zwarts, Otto Wallin, or Whalen, whatever his name was, all Ben Davis, the work of Ben Davis, did a great job, an outstanding job. Ben Davis was even at the Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz fight, scouting it out, trying to come up with a game plan. And then out of nowhere, boom, we're done. We're parting ways. We're going to do what's best for our career. But in the background, you got, what is it, John, I think Big John, Tyson Fury's father. I can't think of his name right now. I think it's John. Yipping yapping like a little chihuahua, like yep, and in the background about, Ben Davis, his fault, because he didn't think Tyson Fury looked too good against Otto Wallin, right? I mean, although the fight ended in a unanimous decision, he felt Ben Davis is slipping, right? He's not doing his job, okay? 116, 112, 117, 111, 118, 110, all in favor of Tyson Fury. So how can you look at that fight and say, oh, no, he's not doing his job? I mean, he won, a pretty wide decision. And it could be that Tyson Fury took him light, underestimated the dude, which he probably did. So, I don't know. Look, I feel like Ben Davis is the fall guy here, right? He's the fall guy. And it's the same thing. We hear it all the time. It's always the trainer's fault. Look at Abel Sanchez and Gennady Golovkin. Like, look at what they accomplished together. I mean, take Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach. They lose against Jeff Horn, and all of a sudden, you got Boo Boy training Pacquiao. I mean, I could give you example after example after example. When is it the fighters? When have we ever heard, no, it's my fault, the fighter's fault? Anthony Joshua, right? He gets knocked out and everyone's like, oh, you need to change your team. Your team sucks, blah, 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 blah. And he comes back and puts on a masterclass boxing clinic with the same exact team. So, it's a weak ass excuse. I'm losing a ton of respect for Tyson Fury. I believe he's sold out. He's more interested in chasing money, fame, clout, fortune. He says he only has 3 fights remaining. He said that on the Joe Rogan podcast. He said it on multiple different platforms. I only have 3 remaining. Deontay Wilder being 1, 2 more after that. Only 2 more after that. But it could be. It could be that, his father knows he has, trouble with, mental illness and drug abuse and addiction and things like that. And he saw him, maybe there's more to it that we don't know. Maybe Ben Davis just couldn't, cut it or couldn't get a handle on Tyson Fury. And his father didn't want him to spin out of control again. Could be. We don't know. Tyson Fury, obviously, it's not going to stop until, Ben Davis, sorry. Obviously, it's not going to stop until there is an answer. Tyson and myself had to both make decisions for our careers, which resulted in our working relationship coming to an end. However, we remain friends and we will smash the dozer, I don't know, whatever. I don't speak French, okay? So, but here, let's get to it right here. Tyson Fury posting an old picture. He's going back to, we all know he was associated with the Kronk Gym, the great Emmanuel Stewart. Now he will be trained by, let's read, getting the old team back and running up, Kronk, blah, 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 let the games begin, and he's going to be trained by, boom, Stewart's nephew, Sugar. Okay, you guys know Sugar. Probably, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But basically, when Emmanuel Stewart passed away, he kind of passed the torch, on to his nephew. And now his nephew is running, the fighters, Kronk Gym, the legacy, all that good stuff. Okay, whatever. I think it's not a bad move. It's not a bad trainer. Look, I mean, the Kronk Gym, that ain't no joke. That whole team, that whole crew, them old cats, man, they're no joke. So, yeah, I think they're going to do a great job with Tyson Fury. But, I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Ben Davis. Now, Ben Davis, incredibly young, maybe a little bit naive, maybe kind of easy to push around, seems like a nice guy. I don't know. If I'm Ben Davis, I'd feel a little bit used and abused. I'd be like, wait a minute now. I got you where you're at. Now you're up here. You got this $100 million deal. And I'm no longer needed. Now, where do we hear that? Doesn't that sound familiar? Okay? Doesn't that sound familiar? Where have we heard that from? We heard the same thing from Gennady Golovkin and Abel Sanchez. And once he got that big deal, boom, you're gone. Oddly enough, the only one to stay true to the original team was Canelo Alvarez. He got $300 and whatever million and kept the original team, although he didn't look so great. He lost against Gennady Golovkin, but he didn't run and change his team. He didn't blame his team, So I just don't understand why these fighters, their family, their friends, it's like, I don't know, it's like these protected millionaire elite class, they're so detached from reality. It's like, bro, if I could talk to his dad, I'd be like, look, it's not Ben Davis, it's your boy, it's Tyson. So don't make him the scapegoat. And that's what he's doing. And Ben Davis is too nice to say what I'm telling you now. He's too nice to say, hey, I'm getting kind of shit on here. I don't like it. And that's how I don't know the entire story, but from the little bit that I do know, that's the conclusion that I've come up with. I could be wrong, whatever. And, facts change, more information will come out. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but I know I'm at least partially right. I might not be 100% right, but I'm partially right. Okay. Fury posted on Instagram, getting the old team back and running along with the old pitcher himself, the late Emmanuel, former world champion Andy Lee Stewart's nephew, Sugar Hill. Davison played a pivotal role in Fury's career. He helped the 31 overcome issues with mental health, drink, and drugs prior to his return. Okay, like I said, Ben Davis, just had a huge impact on Tyson Fury. Helped him with the drugs, the mental problems, all of that. Brought him back from the dead, literally, right? And now he's getting fired. I don't like it. Like I said, I feel like Tyson Fury, he's selling out, sold out, whatever. And you know what? I don't even care, to be honest. Because, I like Tyson Fury, but I do think he's a little bit overrated, And honestly, I think Deontay Wilder is going to beat him in the rematch, because right now it's clear that it's about the money. He's making... Look, you either make boxing moves or you make money moves. Boxing move or a money move. He's making business decisions right now. He doesn't want to pay Ben Davis all that money, and they need a fall guy. So what do you guys think? Leave it below.